We have Teresita in the house. Welcome to the 100K club. Woo, 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 woo. Beautiful.
Exciting. Thank
No, no,
you.
well done. I remember when you first came, like I was on your consultation session, obviously. And so that's been amazing watching you go through. But just a little pre, where were you at to what your concerns were and how is life now sort of thing. But do you remember what your biggest problem was and why you joined us?
Not being able to get clients consistently.
Okay.
And you said the one thing that in an email that made sense, and it was get clients without having to fish on social media all day.
Nice. Fishing.
Fishing. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be texting and messaging people all day. And you had the process.
And were you nervous when we first spoke?
No, I was excited actually. I was like, all right, this guy knows his stuff. He's going to tell me exactly what I need, and I'm going to listen and I'm going to join.
And but you'd already tried like heavy organic marketing programs before. What
Hmm.
how why did you not specific like how did that go, or why did you not like it, etc. Or what
Well,
were
I
your
had
views on it?
another coaching program, and they were basically telling me that I needed to text and message over 100 people a day. And I thought that that was not sustainable
Mhm.
and it was ludicrous, and I couldn't do that. I didn't have the time, nor do I want to spend the time all day messaging people. And
That were cold leads, I assume.
old leads, you put a post and they like your post, and then you go and start going in and messaging people and messaging. I can't. I did not want to do that.
Mm.
It works for some. That's great. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to spend 8 hours a day messaging people all day. I want to be coaching and helping people.
Mm. Makes sense. So you listened to me on Clubhouse. What was the other thing that you specifically like that
So I
allowed you to
like
think this was the
you said a proper method in advertising so that you don't waste time on social media platforms all day.
mm,
And that made me listen. That also gave me the opportunity to see other testimonials you had
mhm.
on your site. But the one that really clicked was, without having to fish all day, going fishing all day on social media. Um, we'll give you the exact process and the exact steps to help you get consistent flow of client leads without having to cold contact.
Mm.
So that was
We use so obviously that's using ads versus organics, and like in today's market, the majority will always think that organics, and I get it because it's free, but
mhm.
you have to go down that and then realize that nothing's really happening. Were you scared of ads at all?
No, no, my
Why not?
background. Yeah, because I knew that ads work. My background was in advertising and marketing years ago in the early and mid 80s.
But so
So
you
ads work.
Yeah, so you like because that concept, so to put in money to make money is the concept of running an ad. Of course, you need to have the ad aligned, and of course, you need to be able to tweak and test, and of course, you need help and structure in that. But in essence, it's as simple as if you put X amount in and you can make X amount back, then you've got a profitable process in place.
Right.
Did that ever does that ever did that ever scare you?
In the beginning, how much do you have to put in order to get back out? So that did kind
Mm,
of frighten me a little bit. But when I listened to your process and really took your your exact steps, it made it easy for me. So my only fear was, okay, so what message do I give? So what do I say? And how do I say it and how do I connect it all? So that was my only fear, if I had any fear at all. Um, but listening to your process made it make sense.
Makes sense.
So
Well,
once it made sense to me, really the fear kind of went away. Now it's just about refining and,
mm.
getting consistent.
What's been the biggest value for you so far?
The the support that you provide is there's so much value in that. The way you make it easy for us to learn what we need to do and how we need to do it makes it all the better. And because of the fact that your support is so good, and I could pretty much copy that.
Mm,
You allow us to say you can copy our methods, our structures so that you are successful. And that's what makes me, want to stay and keep going
yeah,
because
nice.
yeah, I love it. I really, really do love it.
What would you say to someone that was on the edge of joining?
Don't give up. We're always on the edge, we all live on the edge. And, it's just a matter of making a decision. And if the decision is right for you, then,
Well,
don't second guess it.
what if they were worried about the money and they're worried about investing into their business? What would you say about that?
We're all worried about investing. We're all worried about money. It's part of today's natural process. However, the return on the investments, even though the investment is high, it's not a small investment. The returns are really good once you don't give up. I wasn't in the point there that I almost gave up,
Mm,
and because you allow life to get in the way,
mm,
and you can't give up. It's just keep the process. It works. It's been proven to work. It's just, once you start growing, you know that you have to invest a little bit more, and that is scary. I'm not going to lie. It is scary because you have obligations and, you
mhm.
know, mortgages and car payments and insurance payments and then taxes, and you just want to make sure that this process works. But what I found in your groups and society, in the COA society, if you don't follow the methods and you try to do your own thing, it doesn't work.
Mm.
And it frustrates me when people do that.
Because like you don't actually, I hear all of that, and I think the first kind of, the, and I know you've been in business before, but the first years of online business, it just takes a little bit of time to get like nailed in, and the advantages is that most people are going to give up, so that's good, right? Your average person without the right support, they're going to dip their toe in. And although that it seems like there's a lot of people out there in that are competitive, it's not. It's just it's a lot of noise. There's a load of
A
content
lot of it.
being pumped out, and so it's just that's why ads once they start settling in, and then you get through a couple of years, you start building on top of it, and there aren't
Hmm.
that many people outside of those couple of years that are willing to keep on going. So
Yeah.
thank you for being amazing because it doesn't happen without amazing people like yourself. So give yourself a hand. Welcome to the 100K club. Super excited for you. And let's just keep building. Let's keep, building that stability in. And let's put another zero on there. Okay.
I Yeah, I plan to.